Okay. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Meera here. I have about 10 years of experience in apps, that is Oracle apps, which will include eBiz as well as Fusion. That is one prior application which was developed before, which although it is used now, it is Fusion is more available in the market than the e-business suite. So as of now, sorry, I will take you through the talent management module of Fusion. Whenever a note on the training is that whenever I go fast, please let me know. And I tend to go fast in between, so just stop me there in case you have any doubts. Just you're free to ask. First thing, I will be taking you through profile management, then goals, then the series of whatever implementation cycle you need to take care of. Secondly, I will be taking you through as to how to go about by yourself, meaning how you will be able to comfortably navigate through the system. Okay, that's about me and the course. Can I know about what each one of you are doing so that we'll get introduced and then I can start ahead?
Sure, sure. So, my name is Rachel, and I've worked on HR security, approvals, and financing modules as well. And like you did mention, I do have experience on EBS and its relevant Fusion. But Fusion being the next gen, my experience is more relevant on using it compared to EBS. And
Okay.
yeah, with talent management, I think what I'm looking forward to see is, the comparisons between various regions, the kind of reports that we could generate, and
Mm-hmm.
the seeded roles, basically an end-to-end flow of
Correct.
talent management is what I'm
Okay.
expecting.
Yeah, and my name is Anusha,
Hi,
and
Nisha.
I am. So I'm more familiar with financials, Fusion Financials, and
Okay.
yeah, I worked on payables, the
Mm-hmm.
module, so that's primarily what I work on. So yeah.
Okay. Good. So I have a mixed audience. Who else is there on the call?
I'm assuming it's the two of us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
just the two of us. Yes.
Okay. Fine. I think, yeah. Okay. Fine. That should be good. So I'll start off right away so that it is easier. You're based in India?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. So I'll be taking you through day one is profile management. That is the part of talent management where you manage your profiles. So I'll tell you what exactly is talent and what is a profile and how does it link and what is the exact usages of your profile. All that I will take you through. So since you've all seen the fusion system, I don't think I'll have to go take you through these things, like the
No, I
navigator.
think we
If
did.
sorry,
No, we know this part of it.
yeah, you worked on 13, or is there some surprises that 13
No,
is
we worked on 13. We worked on 13.
okay? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. Then 13 should not be a surprise for you because a lot of things changes in 13 is that setup and maintenance has become a little more tougher. And a little meaning I would know what roles I have based on whatever is the drop down here. So in case I don't have a role for product management, then these things will not be appearing for me. So that's how they have designed it that way. Okay. So it is easier to know what my role is now, but yeah, navigating through the setup and maintenance has become a little tough, but otherwise I think it's all fine. So
Right.
yeah.
Nina, could we just hold on because I think we're expecting another trainee along with us.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could just give us
Okay,
some
let
time.
me then pause the session. I'll just pause the session, okay? I guess let's wait.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, will that be okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Pragati.
Hi, Pragati. How are you?
Oh, Meera, this is Anusha. I think Pragati just joined the meeting.
Pragati just joined. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's wait to hear from Pragati, and then we can start.
Sure. Go ahead.
Pragati, you're able to hear us?
Yes, Lakshmi. I can hear you.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. For the rest of the team, if you can just introduce yourself so that we can start off where I'll initiate from the beginning. Pragati?
Yes,
We can start?
yes, Lakshmi, we can start.
Okay. Okay. We had just introduced ourselves and gone ahead with the start. I was telling them what I would take you through the day today. It would be profile management, which comes under the talent management or whatever you have heard as performance management.
Okay.
So I would be taking you through the profile management and the introduction of the talent management module. So what it does and how exactly it is placed, and how there's a integration internally, like say we have something called a shared services inside Fusion, which will help us to what you call when we create an employee, how it is linked to talent management. So let's start now.
Sure,
Yeah.
Meera. We'll start with the training, okay?
Cool. Yeah. So, basically what R13 offers is one is if you are not familiar with the screens, then you will have to. If you're familiar with R12, are you familiar with R13, Meera? Sorry, Pragati.
Yes, we are familiar with our
Okay,
web.
yeah. So that no, why I'm asking is because from R12, in case you have seen R12 screens and then coming into R13, it will be a little surprising because the look and feel have changed and the way it is done is changed. So that is the reason I asked. Okay, so what happens exactly is I will know based on the roles. So coming to the roles, so what happens is that there are certain generic roles. Okay, so let's go to security console. Okay, and then check what is happening there, so that I will show you the roles first and then we can go ahead with the further. I will let you know what talent management is and how these roles are affecting all that.
Meera, I'm sorry, but I think your screen is paused, so we can't really see what's happening.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
Now,
Yes. Perfect.
is it okay now?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
No,
Okay.
no worries.
Yeah, I just went into security console from the navigator. Okay, you have some roles which says performance management administration, performance management, HR specialist, implementation duties, there's line managers. So there are certain privileges and roles. What happens exactly is normally when we start with, we give the performance management HR specialist. That is the role that we assign it to the okay, sorry, what do you call? Okay, let me search this. To the users. So what exactly happens here is that once, like say for example, when you are an HR specialist, you based on the roles you get certain accesses. So based on HR specialist role, you have certain privileges, and based on performance specialist, you have performance management HR specialist, you have a certain roles. Like say for example, although an HR specialist can access certain parts, so you need to have a performance management HR specialist to create performance documents and enable them in case the employee is finding it something difficult. So you need to skip one level for an employee. So all that you can do it in when you have a performance management HR specialist role. So what happens is, since we know that we assign job roles to the employee, so once this is assigned, he or she will be able to check the required or create even the new performance documents. So this is about the roles. What exactly? See, all of us know about talents. So all of us mostly are working, or maybe in so in the due course of time, if you haven't undergone a performance management appraisal this thing, then in a due course you will go through it. So I'm assuming all of you have gone through appraisal cycles.
Yes.
Meaning for yourselves, where your management, your manager has rated you, and you've got your what you call ratings. And in the initial stages, so what happens when I come into the company? Well, what exactly is talent management? So when I come into the company, Anusha has different skill set, Pragati has different skill set, then Rachel has different skill set, I have different skill set. So what happens? So how does the company manage to ensure that all of us are in sync and the company gets balanced? So what happens is, I have say Fusion HCM, and Anusha comes with Fusion Financials. So Rachel comes with a different background, Pragati comes with a different background. So what happens is that the talent gets managed. Say financials, they handle financials modules. I come into HCM, so I handle HCM. So where does this actually talent confine us to? So what exactly they do inside the company on an overall basis is that, like say for example, if all of us are about say 4 years, 5 years experience in the company, so we are on the same platform. Okay, so of appraisal. So at a 5 years experience, whatever is my appraisal, so I will and that is my base. So all of us are on 5 years experience. So okay, Pragati has done so much work, say XYZ, and then I have done say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works, and Rachel has done some work. So based on how the rating goes on is based on how you have performed through the year. What happens? Certain companies rate quarterly, half yearly, and yearly. These are the types of cycles that they follow. Like they can rate you on a quarterly basis. Like every quarter you have an appraisal cycle. So they tell you whether you're rated this, you're rated 4 during this quarter. Say the companies, what happens is different companies have different yearly cycles. Like say certain people follow, if you're in India, they follow, certain people follow April to March. Some people follow Jan to December, meaning in terms of performance. Although the financial year is the same for all of us in India, what happens, the performance cycle differs. So in case they are following the financial year, then there is no problem at all. So it will be from starting from April to March. What exactly happens here? Even for when you get rated in the beginning of the year, your manager tells you, okay, my manager tells me, okay Meera, this is what you need to do this year. So my goal would be, say for example, I am a talent management specialist, so my manager is going to tell me, okay, you need to train at least 20 people, and then you need to say for example achieve 2 implementation in this year. Okay, so if these are my objectives in this particular year, so what my manager will tell me, okay, at the end of, maybe if it is a quarterly appraisal, then my manager will check how am I progressing, or how I progressed in this particular quarter. Quarter is like 3 months. So maybe I'm assuming that I'm following a financial year. So what happens? So April, May, June, how have I fared in the organization? Based on that, I will be given a particular rating. Even this rating has certain notions. Like say when you're rated 1, you have a particular explanation for that. When you're rating 2, when you're rated 3, when you're rated 4, when you're rated 5. It can be an ascending order or it can be descending order based on how the management is following in the company. So 5 can be least also, 5 can be highest also. So there are certain companies I've seen which follows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherein 1 is poor, then good, average, poor, average, good, excellent, and outstanding. So normally these are certain rating structures that are followed across the organizations. There may be a 4-point scale or a 5-point scale. So there are certain companies which have very simple structure. They have just fair, good, and excellent. So I've seen those kind of companies as well. So there are only 3 points. So there is no poor structure at all. So it is fair, good, and excellent. So these are rating scales. These are called rating scales. So you have on a scale you are getting rated. So that is the reason it is a rating scale. Any doubts here? Or am I going too fast?
Good. Yeah, I understand.
Thank you. Okay. So what exactly we do with these rating scales? So these rating scales, if you see, there are umpteen tasks here. Okay. When we go access the performance, okay. So there are a lot of tasks that are listed here. You can see a lot of tasks here. Okay, so see, during an appraisal process, if you have noticed, what happens? I've already been given 2 goals. One is to ensure that 2 implementations are completed in this particular year, and I have to train 20 people. So what my manager does is, on that particular rating scale, how have I fared in that particular quarter or half yearly or the yearly appraisals. So that is what he or she is going to check. Say for example, if I have completed both of them, assuming that at the end of the year I'm on an yearly appraisal and I have completed both of them, I tell them that okay, I have completed 2 implementation cycles, and also I have trained 20 people in the organization. So what happens next? Then they go drill down. Now my 1 goal is completed. So now what happens? The next step is, how is my work? So that is how they rate you, right? So all this will get put into a Oracle language. This is what I undergo as a person in the organization. So I need to translate this into the Oracle language, right? So Oracle language understands rating scales, it understands profile management. Oracle based on how your performance templates is. So that's what I was saying. Whether you're on yearly appraisal, quarterly appraisal, so it depends. So when you're on quarterly appraisal, then you will have 4 performance documents, so that at the end of the year the overall rating is calculated. In case you are on half yearly appraisals, then you will have 2 performance documents created. I'm just taking a simple scenario, okay, and explaining it across to you. So there are, and it depends, like say for example, there are organizations which say we are on half yearly appraisals, but we will not rate them in the half yearly, but we will take it at the year end. So at that time what happens, we will maintain a single process document, performance document, and then go ahead and without rating we will analyze what is the percentage of completion of their goals or the objectives. Okay, let's start with profile management as to what exactly is profiles. So what you can find here is, you can find it over here, it says the cards. You see something called as profiles. Okay, there are a lot of profiles out here. If you see, there are degrees, there are memberships. Okay, this is so in case you want to add, okay, then you have just hold on. Sorry. Okay. What exactly is profile management? Profile management is nothing but my either my job profile or my position profile or my personal profile. Like let's talk about a person profile, like what is the kind of competency level that the person has, what is the like say whether they hold a degree, what degree do they hold, whether it is a master's degree, whether it is a PhD, where do they which organization have they come from, all that. These are certain examples of what a profile can do. So let's go to what profile management types sorry, profile types. Okay, you will see something called as person, job, position, organization, which means the profiles will be available for you to add it up here. Meaning, for when you have to ensure that you want to add something for a person, then you go and edit it at this level so that you see a lot of things already existing. Okay, in case you want to add another thing, then I will show you how to do that as well. But when you come to, say for example, there is degrees, you want to change certain things for the degree of an employee, or you want to add a content section in the degrees, so you create them and then come and add it up here. So I will show you how we can do that. And then this is about a person profile. You can see that there is accomplishments, what is the accomplishment they have, what is the kind of career potential, their career preferences, their competencies, degrees, education levels. So these are certain things which you are seeing across on this. Is the screen visible, or should I zoom it?
It is visible, thank you.
Okay. So what exactly does this offer? So you can see something called as say degrees. Okay, in these degrees what happens is that I can add or subtract, or I can say for example there are something called as schools and establishments. I'll come to the creation in a while. I'm just showing you the screen. Okay, so what exactly you want here? Okay, how do you want your screen to look? So what all combinations you want to? Okay, say for example now you have something called as in degree section, they have something called as reimbursement, what is your major, who is the educator, that is a school, school or college, what is your minor, what is your minor and major is your subjects, minor subjects and major subjects. So when did you graduate? So all this what you call is available for you, and you can keep adding texts here. Okay, so in case you want another line, you can add another text. Okay, you are eligible up to whatever number. You can add about 9 dates and 10 item numbers. Then there is text. Okay, so you have free text also. Like say for example, in case you want to ensure that the employee enters, you want employee to enter his or her comments, or his like say for example when we say others, we want them to fill in certain things, then we give them a text box. So all this is decided at this level. Any problem here?
No,
or any questions?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You know, I had a question in regards
Yeah.
to your previous screen.
Okay.
Go back.
Yeah.
So under content sections, I understand that all these mentioned here are Oracle seeded content. Now, what if I want to kind of, have something more specialized? If I want to,
So we'll do that. We'll do that.
We can. Is it possible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. We can do that. We
Okay.
can add content sections, and we'll come back to that as to how we see those things, and in the due course of time we'll do that as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, the same goes with job. This will be for a particular job. Okay, so for example, you see for a particular job section, you will see content sections as well. So what happens is that for a particular job, what is the kind of criteria is, that is what we are defining in the profiles. So what is the criteria that the job will require? There are certain there are certain jobs which require a language skill. Maybe say for example, I need to know a German and I need to have passed level D on German. Then I would go and mention here my languages, saying that for this particular job. Okay, so I'll create a workforce job structure. Okay, and then and add it up to the job, wherein I will say for example that particular job will need German level D. So in case I don't have different scenarios other than language or things like that, so I'll go normally they stick to mostly what do you call, these things offer comprehensively, they offer whatever is required, but otherwise in case we need then in the content sections you can manage them. Okay, so the same goes with all your positions. In the job also you saw position, meaning what kind of sorry, what kind of position you need and what is that you require. This is the format that you describe your profile type. I'll show you how this profile works when it comes to position or job. I'll just go back when we'll come to the person in a while. Okay, so that I will just, okay, search profiles, workforce structures. Okay, so for example, I'm creating a new job. Okay, 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 so the next is, I just move. Okay, here is what you see your profiles. When you create a profile there, you will be able to see those here. Okay, so this is already created profile, so I assume that this is already created. Otherwise you got to search and then check it up as to what is your profile that you're adding. This is already created, so we'll come and create and see what exactly happens there. Okay, so that this is where your link is for the profiles that you create at the what do you call, at the level of the job or the profile types. So what happens is that I will be able to come and link them here. Any doubts here? I'm just opening another window so that it is easier for me to navigate from this side to that side. Yeah, so you see here sorry. Okay, so this was a job I was talking about. So when I create anything here, so then I will be able to see those in this line items. Any doubt here?
I'm good here. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Okay, so let's come back and let's see if we can okay, what else? Okay, then I have something called as content items. Content, let's go to content types. Okay, oh, you have, somebody asked me are these the only things that you see and all those things, so you can come and create here. Yeah, like say you asked me whether okay, just hold on. I'll just come out of this page and show you that. So say for example, somebody asked me whether we can add something here. So these are the content sections. So when you add it, this is the same thing that you see there. Okay, so when I create it here, so yes, then there's something called as free form and form type. Okay, so like say for example, if you see a career competencies. Okay, so what exactly are competencies? Okay, this is in a free form. You will be able to ensure that it is available to the employee at their own windows, and you can define them. Okay. And there is something called as non-free form. When we create that, I will come and let you know as to what exactly it is all about, and the reference also as to how this works. Okay, will that be okay? So that if I tell now, then it will be what you call, it will be confusing. So when it comes to actual, I will just tell you as to how this is working. Will that be okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Meera, and one more thing, you're capable of doing all these tasks with the HR, performance management HR specialist role.
Correct. Right? Correct. Also, see, for example, when you have this, you should also have a human resource specialist, so that there are certain, normally what happens in the organizations in a real time is that an HR specialist role is also added to the employee, to the user, so that the HR tasks are also taken care of, because performance management will allow you to access certain things. So, but like say for example, you want to go and alter the assignment together and things like that, that performance management will not allow you. So that you need to have a HR specialist role. So you need to add a performance HR specialist role, although that is present in the HR specialist role. If you see, let us just. I'll just cancel this. I'll go back to the security console and show you how the HR specialist role is actually there. So when you see the human resource specialist, okay, so you're able to see the sheet. I'll just check if.
No.
Wait. Is the X?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Say for example, when you see. Okay, so they will have certain roles which are pertaining to performance. There's something called as view performance summary. Okay, something related to goals. Okay, so all this they will have. Seededly, if you see, let me pull the filter here. Okay, so you will be able to see certain roles which they can perform with respect to performance management basis. Where's that? Okay, so this manage performance goals by HR. Okay, so there are certain what you call shared privileges that are available for the HR specialist. But when you go to the sorry, anybody had some question? Okay, but when you search this, say for example, you see a performance management manager, HR specialist role, you will see much more detailed, role display in this. Okay, so that what happens is it defines and helps me. Sorry, I've selected the duty. Yes. Okay, so this it is just this. So you can create based on whatever you have. You can create, and you can check what is view performance summary. So these are certain roles that are available as an HR specialist for you. So you there is, you inherit roles based on whatever you are able to do that. So the same roles, I don't think it is available under performance, under what you call HR specialist. So normally we go and add this role, performance HR management specialist, so that it is easier for us to manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Meera.
Yeah, cool. So that's where the differentiation is between an HR person and although yes, you might argue that we can always take off the meaning performance. There are a lot of companies like say they tell the HR should not see, meaning some people, some users in the HR side should not see the performance side of the employees. They should not view those and things like that. So when that requirement comes, we just take off the, we create a custom role and take off that particular privilege wherein the user is able to view the performance documents, or say for example from the HR specialist kind of a role, because a lot of organizations have demarcation between their roles. So that is where all this this helps basically. So in case I don't have it, then I cannot create and delete. Or I cannot, whatever tasks we were seeing here will not be available on the thing. So that is one advantage of having these kind of roles. If you worked on eBus, you would understand earlier we had to create a lot of menus.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was a little tedious task where you had to go and add those menus to the responsibilities. Yes, now still it is the same concept that is maintained here, except that these roles are coming from the concept of PeopleSoft. Okay, the role and the set ID concept, which is enabled, which is taken from PeopleSoft, has helped us to derive security. Earlier in eBus, what used to happen was there are certain things which would never be available at the seeded level. So we had to go and write a custom security profile to ensure that certain users are barred from viewing certain data. Even though we had removed we had removed menus, but still we would face certain challenges during the implementation, saying this is required, but it is they should only be readable and things like that. So all that could not be handled at that level very well without a custom security profile. So yes, I understand there was read only and things like that, but there are certain clients who have gone up and requested us to create something which is a little exceptional to the what is available seededly. Here that a little level of drill down is possible, where I can say, okay, it is available for the person to either view it, or it is not available for the person to view it. So even though person is belonging to the HR specialist role, then I can create another role which will help me to ensure that they cannot go and view performance documents, meaning nothing to be done about related to performance. So I can do that as well. Yeah, that is about the roles of your performances and how the roles behave, and how these roles can be implemented in the implementation scenarios. See, implementation, this is a because I have an access to everything, and because this is a training setup, so you will have a lot more in the navigator that you see. But in a real-time sense, you will be assigned to a particular page or particular module, then you will be able to view only those, so that during the implementation cycle it is easier to manage the users. And also based on, you should also remember that a lot of things depends on the licenses as well. So talent management is a license altogether separately. Meaning, if for example, if I have to, if I say that in the organization, I need talent management, I need core HR. So it is not understood that just because it is core HR, talent will also, just because it is HR, absence and core are, talent are coming in with that license. No. So now, earlier, at least in eBuzz and PeopleSoft, absence management was not separated. In Fusion now, absence management is also separated from core HR, so that it is easier to maintain, and meaning the licenses are getting differentiated at the talent management itself is a different license altogether. So based on your availability, yes, that's about the what you call an overall picture of your roles and licensing issues and things like that. Yeah, I little deviated, but
no, that's fine. Thank you.
yeah. I assume that answers your questions, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So when I say, for example, I create, I say contest text, MI training content. Okay. So, okay. So I can tell it as a source. Okay. So I just save and close. I'm not doing anything now. Okay. I will come back to when we are creating. What happened? I gave it just now, right? Okay, let me create it. Okay. Okay. Just hold on. I think I clicked on something. Okay. Okay, let me close this. Otherwise it will not allow me to go ahead. Sorry. Okay. So you will see here. Is that okay?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Same thing, I will show you how it is viewed at the content levels. Okay. Okay, this I have added. Okay, let's go and add some content. It's not yet reflecting. Okay. Okay, let's go and add some contents to this. Okay. So what exactly is this content items, content types, all that? Okay, so what exactly happens here? Okay, how they are linked? Like, say for example, I just hold on, I'll open a notepad and explain it to you. Okay, first we saw profiles, right? Now we went into something called as content types. Okay, now we are going something called as content items, right? So what exactly is this? So I have a person profile. So when you take it as a, now we are looking at a top down approach. So when you go at the bottom of approach, what happens? I, as an employee, I need to enter my data, like say for example competencies, or say examples, let's take languages. Okay, so in so what languages are available for me to enter at my level? Say is like say is what you call Italian and language that is available for me, or like earlier I said German level D is what I'm looking at. So is that available for me? So that is a content item. Okay, so content item will be here German. Okay, content type here will be language. Okay, and profile will be person. That means for a person, what kind of language I am asking, and what is the kind of what language do they need to enter. So there are, if you see here on the screen, there are a lot of languages that are displayed here. Okay, so what happens is these are the languages that I will be seeing at a person level as well. Okay, let me check if I can access a person level. I'll just check if I'm an implementation user. About me, where's about me? Okay, more. Okay, let's say some qualifications. Okay. I don't have. Okay, what we'll do is when we are coming to employee, then we'll see how that works. Will that be okay? I'm currently an implementation user. So when we create an employee, we will be able to see how an employee is going to enter those details. Okay, so this is like I was explaining, this is the bottom up approach. Like say for example, when an employee clicks, what happens? When what you call when what language does he need to enter and at what level? The same can be like say for example, I can define the same thing at the job level as well. Meaning at the, say for example, if a manager is joining at a sales manager is joining at Germany, then I would say that at the job level itself, it is mandatory to have a content type of language and it should be German. Like how we say, for example, if there is a if I'm an engineering based company and I need a person with mechanical engineer background, so I go and ensure that my degree. Okay, so I'm just telling you examples of how the content profile, content types and content items are related. Okay, so here I check for degrees. Okay, so I search here for degrees and I ensure that there is a mechanical say assuming mechanical engineering degree available, meaning a B with a mechanical as a background being available. Any problem here?
That's fine.
Yeah. So I'll come back to all these creations in a while, so that you are in, let's be in sync as to what is the understanding perspective, so that when I create, you will be able to relate what is happening around that. Okay? Any problems here?
No, Mira, thank you.
Okay, I'm just taking the seeded values as of now. Okay, so that what happens is we can check what is happening there and we'll see what is available to us. These model profiles, okay, you remember we got some drop downs in the values when I was creating job, right? These are the model profiles that they have created. Okay, that is with respect to a job. Model profiles cannot be there for a person. Why? Because there is no set model for that. But in a job, I can define that this is the model I need, meaning this is the language. Let us go and check what is created here. Okay, so this is the model I need. What are the workforce structures? Okay, what exactly? Oh, I think there's not much here. Okay, so what exactly they need and what is the start date and what exactly they need in that workforce structure. All that can be defined here. Is that any clarifications here?
That's right.
Okay. So once we know, as I said, you can have it for job, position, and organization, because you can set a value saying that, okay, for a particular sales manager in Germany, I would need so and so requirements. The person has to be an MBA in marketing, then the person has to have a German language D, and say for example, either based on whatever country he is. Like say for example, if I'm going from India, then I would need all this. But when I'm hiring a person from Germany, I would not, meaning a local of Germany, then I would not say that you need a level D German course, because they're already native German speaking people. So I would not have that in my profile. Is this clear? I assume that there's no doubt here.
No, we're good with that. Thanks.
Okay, fine. Okay. So this is about your how the things are related with respect to the profile, the content types, and the content items. Okay, I will come to instance qualifiers also in some time. Okay, as to how that is working, and like say for example, in case like I was talking to you about what you call access to people on based on the roles and things like that. Say for example, I don't want anybody to access a particular content type here. Say for example, I've created something called let's say where's degrees. Yeah, okay. So I would say for example, I would add a role. Okay, so HR specialist or somebody only should be able to view this. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, sorry. Okay, so will they be able to view, edit, report, all that? You can see this. Mostly what happens is there's something called as skills and qualifications, so where you accomplish all of these. Okay, so this is mostly for seeded values. Okay, this is applicable for seeded values. If you see that MI that I had created will not be appearing here. This will work for seeded values as of now. Okay. Okay, then meaning now I have said what all I have said. I have said content items. Now access to contents. Okay, so I drill down saying only an HR specialist will be able to access this. Why I'm writing down this hierarchy is so that when we come back and refer, this is what I can reiterate and let you know in case there are any problems. Okay. Why I'm going by the tasks is so that I don't miss out anything, and I clear cut explain as to what is about these content items. Okay, so let us come to, sorry, I wanted to go to establishment. Okay, done. Okay, educational establishments. Okay. Well, there's nothing there, so I create what is all about this educational establishments. When we hire people, they come from different colleges across the country. So these are educational institutions that we are creating. I will say, okay, Vishweshwaraya University, or I'll create VTU, it is easier. VTU, okay, India. Okay, you can create, like say for example, okay. Okay, so you can add n number of values to your educational establishments, because not all will be listed here, listed in while, say for example, when you're recruiting some people, you might not have people from only one particular establishment unless you're going out for campus only. So if you have a campus only recruitment, then I understand they come from only that particular campus, and so you can enable all of those. But if you don't go in for, if you go in for lateral hires from multiple companies, they come from different backgrounds, so you can go and keep adding the educational establishments, meaning the schools and colleges will be appearing here for you, meaning whatever in your country, whatever colleges are there or the universities are there, that is going to appear here. Okay. So this will appear, yeah.
So this is like a use case, okay? I don't know if it's an ideal one. So let's say you have about 100 employees, fine? And
Yeah.
like you say, all of them are not going to be from B2, they're going to be
Correct.
from ABC or, you know, Z
Mhm.
X university. Now, is there any way that when I rate an individual, right, performance appraisal of an individual, we kind of understand the quality of work that probably the VTU candidates have as compared to another agency institute? So, is there any way that I can qualify these institutes or these educational establishments? So, when I want to recruit again, I can say the kind of candidates that I got from B2 was comparatively better from ABC. So you might as well have B2 as your first preference when you go to recruit again. So is there anything that we can do like this?
Normally it is only a reporting perspective that I can handle, or I can even when I say I'm creating a degree or something like that, there's something available as ranks. Okay, so other than that, like say for example, when you add a degree or something like that, so what happens is that I'm not come across this unless I have always created a report for such things. Okay, where I have ensured that this is much more a drill down, like how you say for example in VTU, I have 10 employees from VTU, and I have some from what you call an Aligarh Muslim University. So comparing these two, I have some of the employees are higher on the VTU side or on the AMU side. So that is it is not a straight fit, meaning like how you tell in the implementation perspective, it will not be a straight fit. But you can take down, because see what happens is you will have to report in such a way, you will have to create your report in such a way that you will have a performance rating and a degree against which you have the schools and meaning the school or college, sorry, not the school, the colleges. Okay, and then based on that you will have to get them analyzed as far as I remember.
Yeah. All right. That sounds fine. I just wanted to know if there's something that is going to like.
No, it will not be a straight fit. Yes, it will not be a straight fit. Okay. So let's come back to okay, that is about profiles, establishment, profile, rating models. Let us come to that. Okay, what do we understand by rating models? We understand rating. What do we understand by rating? Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rating. So I have it is just a measure of what my skill and what my performance. See, anytime what is a performance management in a layman's term is that whatever is my performance, how am I doing it, whether I'm doing well or whether I'm not doing well, is a performance management. How do I manage my employee? But a little more better terminologies is it is my what do you call articulation of my skill in an effective way inside an organization. A little more better in terms of Oracle terms is that what is my performance rating against my skill ratings. Like say for example, I rate my skill of Fusion HCM Talent Management to be 5, and I'm given an implementation of talent management. So how have I fared in that particular? So that is how your managers analyze you, right? Say for example, at the beginning they ask you as to what is your skill. So based on that, if you don't know OTL and then you're put into a project, that is not, although in companies we learn and then do it, yes, that is another part. But when I say I am already an OTL specialist, saying I have done 3-4 implementations. So what is my skill set, and how have I fared at that particular end when given a challenge? That is what is all about performance, right? So on that performance, I rate myself. Okay, so what is the kind of rating that I have? These are seated ratings that are available for you. Okay, so you have rating points, rating categories, you have distributions. It depends on the organization. So what happens is that you can create various rating levels. Okay, say for example, I was telling you that earlier I have implemented where the company has one is poor. Okay, so description is unable to let me say test rating 1 description. I will not give anything. Test rating description 1. Okay, so I will put sorry. Okay, there is no star rating, whether it is a career or a development. So I will put it as a development. Okay, what is the basic of this? Okay, whether it is the what do you understand by strength and development? That there are certain things which I have something called as that is my strength. Okay, so which is my development level. Say for example, I have my core skill is like say Fusion Talent HCM. Okay, but when I get rated against that, so whether it is a development or whether I'm rating against the strength of the employee, or whether it is a development that I'm rating with the employee. Okay, you were you able to get that difference? I assume that's an S since nobody has answered. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so next I add. Okay, so on and so forth, we keep adding. Okay, so for example, next is 5, I want to add outstanding. Okay, it will still allow me to add based on, it does not depend on any levels here. It is not streamlined like after 1 it has to be 2 and things like that. So you can add n number of levels. Okay, there are certain companies which are based on these point levels. Okay, like say for example, when you just hold on, I'm just checking an example perspective. Okay, like say for example, sales. Okay, what happens in sales is everything is based on numbers. Right, so for example, if I have I'm selling a TV, then I have a different number, but when I sell pencils I have different numbers. So there are certain companies rate them, give them points, like say for example, for a particular rating you will get certain points. Okay, meaning say for example, if my rating is 1, you will get maybe 10 points. When my rating is 5, maybe you will get 30 points. So that is how maybe, and the managers avoid points to you on a particular rating. So these are mostly in sales oriented organizations when the sales managers, sales people are getting rated. So what they do is when they come to review points, what you call, when they gather certain points at that particular level, they give them the overall rating. Why is this? Oh, this is actually not responsive. Okay. Any doubt here?
Thank you.
Okay, let me close this page. I don't know why it is not functioning. I'll come back to the same page. Okay. Okay. When you see here, you have something called as interest, you have proficiency, you have potential, you have language. Okay. So what happens when you see a language rating model? Like I said, initially I want a rating level there as well. Say for example, my sales manager is heading out to Germany, so I need to rate him. So what is the kind of, we have asked him his next level should be passed in particular year or so. So I will give him a language based rating. So normally these are offline scenarios which I have only come across in the theoretical nature, especially the language rating model and all those things. But normally what we come across is performance, proficiency, risks, talent scores. These are the common what do you call language models that we come across in the real-time scenarios. In case you have come across something, then you will need to cite that example to me so that I can as well get that what exactly how it is done. So this is a rating level. Is what exactly is a rating level? It indicates how much. It indicates how I have fared over that particular year. So what happens here is, say for example, I was citing this. Let me take this person. Okay, I have a person. I have a degree. I have a mechanical engineer. I have say access to the content. Okay, just let me take off. Okay, so now when it comes to rating models, okay, I assume it is a performance rating. Okay, that is what I'm doing. Okay, so when I do a performance rating, okay, what is the importance of these ratings? I will tell you when we are creating competencies, when we are creating, sorry, when we are creating performance management documents, etc. I will come back to that when we come back to this rating models. Okay, I will in meanwhile I will create one also. Okay, rating models, I say performance, and I will say the person the person A. Okay, degrees, mechanical engineer performance rating. Okay, this is the rating I'm going to use. Any doubts here? Any doubts?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, can we take about a 10-minute break? Will that be okay?
Yes, sure, sure.
Yeah, I'll just pause the screens for you. It is 10:45. Okay, can we come back by about what time you want to come back?
10 minutes, right? So about
10 minutes.
10:55 then?
10:55?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I am on the screen, but I'm on mute.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello? Hello, can we continue?
Mira, yes.
Yeah, we can go ahead, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I will do now is, since I have been explaining too much now, so let us go and create certain things, okay, so that it is easier for us to understand whatever we have been doing. Are you able to see my screen as well?
Yes. Yes.
I hope I have not paused it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that what happens is we'll go see how the content types are and what is the content type, what is the profile type. Okay, so at the
All right.
person, yeah. Okay, minimize. Okay, so this is, like, say for example at degrees, if you see the degrees, what is exactly, what all do you need here. Okay, and also there's something called approval required, whether when you add a degree will it go for approval or not. Like say for example, there are a lot of companies which are like banks. Okay, when you implement for banks, they have a lot of exams based on which they have promotions. Right, so at that levels maybe they add these, like say for example if I have a CAIB exams passed, then it might go for approval. We can give up option for approval required. So and then you can do your approval management where all the approval has to go, meaning for the content types, sorry, for the content also you can create a approval and ensure that this can be sent across. Okay, so let me let us create a content type. Okay, this is already, oh, I have already created that, right? Okay, so I have already created a content type. Okay, so so in case you have relationships, meaning it is a supporter, like say it's a parent of, let me take that. Okay, is a parent of, meaning in case this training content whatever I have created is a parent value to certain things, then you can create a relationship factor here. Okay, that is what it is all about. Say for example when I say it as say it is educational levels. Okay, it allows me to see now automatically it will come to school level, or in case if I say it is of the competencies, then it asks me what is the proficiency rule, etc, etc. Okay, that is about the relationship, meaning in case whether it is a parent of certain things or whether it is maybe I have a content type which is language and I need another under that and I create another content type, so that is when I will say it is a child of language. So that is how it is. Now you have a parent child relationship also possible here. Okay, so that you need to do that. Okay. Okay, so we'll see what a subscriber is all about. Okay, subscriber ensures. Okay, let me open another window for you. I will show it to you as to how this subscriber helps. Okay. Okay, there's a minimize option. Oh, but this is a problem.
Mira, a question. Now these
Yes, yeah.
degrees and accomplishments and all that, all of them are
Yeah.
parents. How would you categorize them? As what content types? Like, you know, like you just said, that if you're going to create a new content type, then you can have it as a relation as a parent or as a child or something, right?
Yes. So what exactly is your question? I didn't get that.
So, yeah, so what if I want to have a content type just like degrees? It's neither a parent nor a child.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just hold on. You don't have to give a relationship.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay, all right. I can just
Yeah. There's no requirement of relationship to be compulsorily added. It is not a what you call. You don't need to add this as a compulsory. It is just a feature available to you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So that what happens is, like say, it depends on your requirement. So Oracle has given you the provision to add relationships. So in case you don't want it, you don't have to use that. It is not a compulsory creation.
Perfect. All right. Thank you.
Even you don't have to create a content type itself. If you are happy with the existing content types that are given by Oracle, you still can be happy.
All right.
All right. Okay. I'm just showing you how what happens when I create and what happens when I click on the subscribers. So that is the reason I've come back to this page. Okay. Manage content types. Okay. So sorry, I wanted to go to manage content items. Hold on. Okay. Profile types. Okay. So it's also behaving slowly now. Okay. Okay, I've gone back to manage profile types. So I edit this. Okay. I don't see, although I have created a content type, okay, I'm not able to still see my content type, correct? I can see degrees, etc., etc. Right? I'm still not able to see. Only when I add this to the subscriber as HRMS, sorry, and also, okay, HRA. Okay, what am I telling the system? I'm telling the system that this content should be available at human resources module and also performance management. Okay, so I'm telling the system exactly where this, because the system will not know where the content type has to be there. So that is the reason it is not appearing here. Correct? Okay, so when I tell the system exactly where to appear, okay, so you can see a lot of values here. Okay, which is like you have HRA, HRMS, PPC, okay, specialist profile user interface. These are when you like say for example, there are a lot of people who use user interface, okay, for UI purposes. So when I create another one, I still give an HRMS. Okay, normally HRMS will be common in case you use a profile type, and these things keep changing. Okay, like in case you want to create for learning, okay, so you will put it across learnings. Okay, this is across talent management. Okay, so where you want this to be appearing is what you decide here at the subscriber level.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm giving only two records as of now. This is where I want them to appear. Okay, so I have not changed anything apart from the seeded. I've just kept it like that. Okay, so I have see, in case like say for example I want say item date, item number, item text. Okay, I want to like say test mi test. Okay, so okay, so I can make this as required. If I make this as required, the star will appear when the field name is appearing, something like this. What you see label as label and field name, you have a star, right? So when we make this required, it will be appearing there like that. Okay, so I can tell it, okay, whether this is a hidden value. Like say you see content type, content item ID. Okay, this is something required for the migration and for you to query at the back end, all that. Okay, and content item ID and type ID you don't need to enter in the front end. Okay, so that is the reason these values are hidden. Okay, but if you see there is content supplier code which says it is display only, meaning you will not be entering anything else. Okay, but if I say something as editable, see here it says date from is editable, meaning when I create a date from, it will be I will be allowed to enter certain dates. Yeah. Okay, so that is what this helps me to do. Okay, so once I ensure that this is the value that I have, I will keep this value, okay, and see what happens there. So what I have done now is, okay, coming back to this, okay, I have I have a content type, okay, which says MI, okay, and sorry, this is a person profile, right? I'm editing a person profile, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So content type is MI. I have certain content items already here. Okay. I will come back as to how this is coming out. Okay. So this I will save and close it. Okay. Now you see in your content items. Okay. This is a free form type or no. That is what is there. So I will show you how a free form also works. Okay, we will create one more free form and I will show it to you as to how that works and how it is different from a non-free form type. Okay, let me go back, cancel this. Okay, and now done. Okay, I hope I don't have to log out and log in. Let me check. Okay, because I'm using the same login type. So
Okay. Yes.
just hold on. Okay. Oh, MI hasn't come in yet. Okay. I think I'll have to log out and log in. Let me do that. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Because I'm using the same. Oh, I could have actually gone ahead and used a incognito. That's okay. Not yet. Okay, let us wait for it to appear. Okay, so what happens here is I'm telling the system that this will start appearing here. Okay, so once I tell the system that this is what it is going to do, okay, what does it do? Okay, so this ensures that I have certain, sorry, just I have certain what do you call the level of jobs and whatever I want at the employee level to be added. Okay, so this content type will be available for me at the employee level. Okay, that's what I have told the system. Okay, so once we do that, okay, we will see what exactly is appearing. So I'm just reiterating. Okay, what I did was I ensured that I added I have created one ID here. Okay, so oh sorry, this didn't come up. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have why is it not selecting? Okay, let us put it here. Okay, so what did I do? I have created a training content. I have altered my training content. I have said that subscribers I have added. In case you want anything, you can add it up here. Like say for example, I will add everything related to talent. Okay, HRA, EQPR, HRS, HRMS. Okay, so let us add. In case you want it to appear at Talayo also, you can, like say for example, you are doing a Talayo, I think it is called Talayo Perform. I think that if that is a model that, so you can use it at Talayo as well. Any doubts here?
Thank you.
Okay, so you can keep on adding whatever sections you want this to be appearing at. Okay, based on that it will appear for you. Okay, so these will define where exactly you will see these content types.
Yes.
Okay, just okay, I'll just save and close. Okay, so then coming back to okay, content items. Okay, now I will be able to see my content item. Okay, so in case you want to create a content item, okay, under this test 1. Okay, so what am I exactly defining here? Okay, this says supplier customer defined. See, meaning I have defined this custom. Okay, so this I can put it back date. Okay, 1/1/2000. I think. One more thing you need to be careful about here is, like say, even if I give 200 here, it is going to take a 00. Okay, like say for example, I just gave 200. Okay, and tab out, it will still give me a 00. So a lot of times what we do for avoiding this is at the preference level we try and change it to hyphens or we change the displays. So you need to be very careful when these kind of what you call formatting happens, so that because we have faced issues where the content item is present and the employee is also able to see it but unable to alter it because it is in a different date format. Okay, so that is the reason because I have faced this a lot of time. Okay, that is why I kind of just hinted on that. Okay, so I've created another content item. Okay, so I've just created one. Okay, so let us create a rating model as well, because when I go ahead, what happens is we will need these rating models. Okay, I will create it under the performance rating. You can create your own, that is another thing. Okay, you can create, like say if I have to create something called as I'm creating everything with mi because it is easier for me to identify. So you always prefix it when you are doing the lab exercises. It is always better that you prefix it with your own name so that it is differentiable, and also it becomes easier for you also to identify. Okay, M1 rating model. Okay, so M1 MI rating model. Okay, so from 1/1 let me say 1900. Okay, so then had rating level is 5 as outstanding. Okay, so I will say 5 is outstanding, then 4 is excellent. Excellent. Okay, fine. Then okay, let me make it a 4-point scale, it's easier. 3 and backspace 3. Okay, 2 good. Okay, I'm just creating a rating model. Okay, fair. Oh my god, FAIR FAIR. Okay, normally what happens in the real-time scenario is you will have an entire description for what do you mean by outstanding. Okay, if you see, you can enter up to 240 characters in this. Okay, like say for example, if you want to entirely say what is outstanding all about, there are a lot of most of the companies have a detail, meaning when you rate a person as to outstanding, you need to give a reason as to why you are giving that person outstanding. So, or when you are rating somebody fair, why is that rating fair, or what exactly is the description of fair. Okay, meaning what in the management terms, what do you understand by fair is what is described here. For test purposes, I've just given it as the same thing, but in the normal scenario, what happens is fair. Employee is able to like say for example, employee is able to, just hold on. What you call, work in the given scenario but unable to cope up with the pressure, uh, with the challenges under pressure. Okay, these are certain things which you meaning you give a lot of meaning what you call a description among that. Okay, for what is fair? When do you give a rating as fair? So I explained that employee is able to work in the given scenario but unable to cope up with the challenges in the under pressure. So what I'm saying is that employee, when I rate an employee as 1, so this is exactly the scenario that the employee is in. Meaning, say for example, Meera has performed something. Meera has been working in an organization. Then Meera says, okay, I have done well, but the manager says, no, when there was a pressure environment and when there was escalations, you were not able to handle certain things. So that is when, so I'm rating you as fair. Is that understandable? Okay.
May I have one question?
Yes, dear.
Seriously, I know I'm jumping the gun here, but I
That's
just
okay.
want to ask. So here we're putting this description, right? This is like a
Yes.
predefined, standardized
Yes.
description.
Yes.
Each of the rating levels. So I was just thinking, when a manager and an employee is having their entire discussions, like and the manager is rating the person, but to a particular individual, it can be a specific thing. So it sometimes doesn't necessarily have to be standardized, right? So maybe we want to add, the manager wants to add a separate description for documentation purposes. So is there a facility where he can enter it?
They can enter not at the standardized rating levels, but at their comments.
In the comments, okay.
Yes. When we come to the iteration as to how the like say for example you are telling me, say my manager is telling me, Lakshmi, although everything holds good here, I want to add another comment. Okay, say maybe at the when I have rated you 1, only it is not that you have fared not well in these areas, but you have done very well in the another area, but I cannot rate you good. Correct? Is that what is your understand? Is your question correct? Yeah. So that at the comment level they can add, but at the rating level they will not be able to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Meaning he can still give him 2 or 1. Okay, the manager can decide, he or she can give them 2 or 1, but they will justify why they have given 2. See, any time in a performance appraisal, if you see, it is just that I justify whatever I have given. Correct?
Correct.
Right. So when it happens, that justification, what happens is I need to tell, okay, I have given fair because she has done so much, but she has been very exceptionally good maybe in teamwork. Okay, well, she was not able to cope up under pressure. Meera was not able to cope up under pressure, but she has done exceptionally very well in the teamwork. Okay, so that can be mentioned in the comment side. What happens? What happens when it does, when that comment section comes into place? So when there is where does this reflect? So reflect, normally what happens when you are doing a moderation, right? You have a moderation period, right? It is not only a rating. Your reviewer also moderates, and across the organization you get your overall rating. Correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yes. You never know what is your manager's rating that is given, right? Okay, or maybe you know what is your manager's rating, but up ahead what happens is you see a particular rating, but you still don't know why that. And also please be sure, please be don't under the assumption that rating is always not linked to the increment.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is, like, my rating depends exclusively on what I have done and what my manager has given. Okay, so that comment will come into picture when there is a moderation happening. Okay, say for example my manager has rated Meera as outstanding. Okay, and in the pool, okay, Meera has 4 years of experience, Meera is team lead, and there are the same with Meera's experience. There are 4 years of experience, TL from financials module, from what you call, from HCM, from CBIL, everywhere there are people, right? In the organization there are multiple people working on, and also it is not only Oracle sector, but also maybe there are SAPs, there are things like that. So how the organization's performance works, okay, At first is at the employee level, right?
Yeah.
So say for example, I will go back to my sheet. Okay, I will just clarify your whatever doubt you have. Okay, see, first is the employee. Okay, first is employee level. Okay, then is manager. Okay, reviewer. Okay, then moderation. Okay, at this level you have the org level, meaning at my level there might be 10 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens here is, let me open this another Excel sheet. Okay, say this is Meera. There is employee 1, employee 2, employee 3. Okay, so let me put in here insert. Okay, this is employee list. Okay, then comes years of experience. Okay, Meera has say 4, all of them are on 4. Okay, then skill. Okay, HCM, SCM, I'm just taking arbitrarily. Okay, then comes rating. Okay, say 4, 5, I'm sorry, 4, 5, 3 and 5. Okay, so this is at the moderation level. See, I'm exactly giving you how the moderation exactly happens. Okay, I have 2 people who are on outstanding. I have 2 people, one person who is on average and one person who is on good. Okay, so at the moderation level, see, this is your rating from the manager. Okay, let me put it this way, rating at the manager level. Okay, then I will put it at the reviewer. Okay, I say I am assuming reviewer also gives the same rating. Okay, no changes in the rating, but at the moderation level, what happens? Okay, let's say for example, skill is I have here eBiz and Fusion. Okay, this person also has sorry. Okay, I'm just assuming a hypothetical scenario. Okay, so what happens now? My skill set is different, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so what happens at the moderation level? Oh, let me take one more person with HCM background on the same rating so that we can decide there. My God. Okay, so this is also 5. Okay, I have only a fusion experience. Okay, EMP 4. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, if you see a person here is rated. Okay, here there is a discrepancy in rating, although they are financials. This person, I'll put it here. Okay, so that it is easier for understanding.
Okay.
Okay, so if you see these 2 people, let us take HCM only. Okay, so what happens during the moderation cycle is that, see, I have same years of experience. I have let me put it as rating also same. Okay, okay, both of us have been rated outstanding. Okay, now I have my project is based on okay, let me put the project details also. Okay, I am working on a this is an upgrade project. Okay, this is an implementation project. Okay, implementation. Okay, implementation fusion. Okay, upgrade from okay eBiz to fusion. This is okay.
Yep.
Okay, so what happens here? Like say I'm this is a hypothetical scenario. Okay, so what happens here? My management tells me, no, Meera, let me not take Meera as an example. Okay, employee 5. Okay, Meera is the I will assume that Meera is the management person. Okay, So Mira says to the managers, no, this person, both of them cannot have outstanding ratings, okay, at the moderation level. So this person has to come down, because although this is a Fusion HCM, okay, there is no problem here, because the person has Fusion HCM and the upgrade is from Fusion to EBIS to Fusion, but the employee 4 has knowledge only on Fusion HCM. There is no EBIS background, but if you see, the upgrade is from EBIS to Fusion.
Correct.
Okay, so what happens now is, at the moderation level, they can bring your record to 4. Okay, and still keep this as 5. Okay, so now you know exactly what happens at the moderation levels.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you know why there is an increment problem, when why is the other person getting a lot of increment and why am I not getting an increment, or why have I got a huge increment, why the other person has not got an increment. So this is normally how it is going to work. So when my manager sees this, he says no, he would have sent the comments, right?
Yeah.
Okay, at that point, maybe he has added a customer appreciation. Okay. Okay, he has added in the saying that customer has appreciated and given him an award. Assuming. Okay. So what happens? The manager will come and argue, saying that no, the customer has appreciated him, so I need that guy to be on 5 itself. So this is where your rating, he will not be able to change. Meaning the rating, whatever I see here. Sorry, I'll just come back to that. Whatever he sees here cannot be changed by him. Okay. When he gives us fair or outstanding. Okay, so that rating cannot be changed, but this comment he can add. Okay, so he goes to the profile of that employee and says no, this is the and he provides the evidence for why it has to be on 5. Although the person is having only Fusion HCM knowledge, he has been exceptionally well in his knowledge, so I would still prefer him to be rated as 5. So this is how the moderation happens.
Perfect. Makes so much sense. Thank you, Mira.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand because there are a lot of things that goes into the management, especially when we sit as a project manager. I would never want to be in that position, you know.
Yeah.
That is a problem. I would never want to be in that kind of position where I have to defend my own what you call my own employees. Yeah, it becomes very difficult when they suddenly start putting down the level. Meaning when such scenarios happens, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will. Why is it showing 35 and 45? Okay, it changed. Okay, so this is my rating model. Okay, so this is my what am I doing here? I am telling the system. Is your question answered?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So no, why I take these examples on an Excel sheet is it is easier to explain, so that it is elaborative also, and you understand what exactly happens behind the scenes. Because normally, see, when normally in this, it is bits and pieces. Now what we are saying, like you will still not be able to relate as to why am I creating a rating model, or why did I create a content item. So you still are not able to gauge why is this there. Right? So it will take some time for me to link it. Okay. So okay. So now it is all puzzle pieces I'm starting to put the puzzle pieces. So once we create all of these, then I will piece the puzzles together.
Okay.
Mira,
just so while we're at that, just another question. So I don't know if it comes into this place, but or there's another provision for that. But you know, like in some organizations, they have different metrics, right? And they have a standard point-wise rating, correct? So on each metric, so the metric will have on 100%, each metric has a different percentage or weightage. and they get marked on each of those metrics, say on a 4-point scale, and then the overall percentage is calculated just for authentication, so that partiality and everything else is not present.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that something that would be done at this level or at another level?
This would be like say it will be done at a different level. I will let you know at when we come to performance documents and how the rating model will come into place there, whether it is weighted average, whether it is a sum of the scores. These are the terms that you hear normally during the appraisal, right? Sum of the scores or weightage, weighted average, or percentage of the performance. These are certain terminologies we hear. I will come back to that, but that will not be today. It will be tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So we will come back to that. I will get back to this question again. Okay. So that it will be easier for you. Okay. So that okay. I leave it at this. Okay. I leave so that we can see where it is coming there, so that you know a fair idea of difference as to how it is coming there.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm just saving it and closing that. Okay, a lot of times what happens is the performance rating that we are what you call changing. So I will add here as well. Okay, I will just say 5 outstanding. Okay, outstanding. Okay, so then. These are seeded values that we can take during the what do you call, while preparing a performance document. 4, 3, 2. Okay, 1. Okay, I'm saying this as good. This is average. Poor. Okay, I'm just saving and closing this. This is a seeded performance. You see, I haven't created anything except for MI. Yeah, so these are seeded levels which you can go and edit, because in case I don't want to create my own model, okay, there's already a proficiency model that is existing. Okay, so I will put it as 3 as what is those skilled novice, what is the in between novice, skilled, expert, is it?
I'm not too certain. No, I'm not sure.
Proficiency, novice, intermediate. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, this is